he says, I know where that is, I'll take you there. I call Bella, I'm rolling, I'm going to St. Augustine, be there 35 minutes, no problem. So we're driving, and I'm looking, it's lush hills, beautiful countryside, the chocolate hills are great. And we go, we're about 45 minutes, and I call Bella, I said, where's the place? I said, we're not there yet. She goes, well, do you see this sign? Do you see this school? Do you see that? I said, I didn't see any of that.
But you have a funny story about Bohol. Can you share them?
This is a great story. So, the first time going to Bohol, Bella had said, hey, yeah, you just go from Cebu and then you get this boat, it goes to Tagbilaran, and then you just grab a shuttle. And
it was after New Year, right?
It was after.
Yes.
And this shuttle will just take you right up to the mountain. You'll be in St. Augustine in no time. So I'm like, sounds simple, I packed a backpack, got on the 6 a.m. boat, tried to find which boat it was, and there's two classes. There's like student class on the boat, and then there's VIP. So I took the student class, and that brought me to the back of the boat. Very bumpy little ride, but it was only less than an hour. So on the boat, there were two Japanese tourists, and I said, where are you going? They said, we're going to go to Chocolate Hills. Really, that's great. That's right near where I'm going. I'm going to St. Augustine. It's very close. Okay, that's great. We're with, the Movenpick. We've got a car picking us up. Why don't we just give you a ride? So I'm thinking, hey, look at this. I don't have to get a shuttle. I can just get a ride in a nice cushy car. This is going to be great. No problem.
It's a free ride.
It was a free ride, right? So we get to the Tagbilaran port, and sure enough, her driver shows up. It's two guys in a sedan, and they said, we're going to go up to Chocolate Hills. And the two people that I met, the Japanese tourists, said, this is Marco, can we give him a ride up the hill? And they were like, well, where are you going? And they're like, I guess, it's paid for, so okay, fine. So we get in the car, and I think I'm in the front seat, and the two Japanese tourists are in the back seat with one of the other handlers, as I call them, sitting in the middle of them. One guy,
tourist guide, maybe.
Tourist guide, something like that. So I asked the driver where we were headed. They said, oh, we're gonna head up to Carmen, to Chocolate Hills, but we're gonna go past this restaurant so that they can check out this restaurant. So I said, I'm thinking, okay, this is the tourist restaurant scam that you have to deal with sometimes. So I asked them, and I said, did you pay for that? And they said, no, we just want to go to Chocolate Hills. We only have today. We have to be back on the boat by 6 p.m. And they said, yeah, we don't want to go to the tourist thing. The two handlers were not aggressive. They were casual, calm, but they were assertive. They said, no, that's part of the deal. We have to go. So I asked the Japanese tourists, I said, hey, could you call the Movenpick? I said, these guys are going to take you to a tourist restaurant. It's going to be a couple hours and a couple thousand pesos. You may want to call the hotel and get this sorted out. They said, we don't have a phone. I said, you traveled from Japan to the Philippines and you don't have a travel phone? No. I was just, okay, great. So I rang Bella and I told her, hey, here's the story. And of course, she was really excited about my new adventure. She's like, what are you doing? Why'd you get in that car? Now it's going to take forever. First time. Didn't know. So I said, let's see. I told the guys, and I was assertive. I said, they don't want to go to the restaurant. They may have paid for it, but they're not hungry. They don't want to go. They're not going to go. Do you understand? I gave them the look, Well, they understood, but they still took the long way. So they literally...
What time you left from Tubigan Pier?
From Tubigan, we left at like 9.
Yes. And then which round you went?
We went to... there's a way to get to St. Augustine. It's up the hill to Carmen from Tubigan. But we went from Tubigan to Tagbilaran, then up the hill. So we literally added 2 more hours on top of the 2.5-hour trip it was supposed to take in the first place. So we're there by Tagbilaran. Now we're heading up the mountain. Then it starts to rain. And again, I ring Bella and I tell her the new circumstances of the situation. And of course, she was very excited.
So you from Tubigan to Tagbilaran?
Yes.
And then Tagbilaran to Chocolate Hills.
We're heading up to Carmen and Chocolate Hills. So on the way, we're heading up there. It's raining, and then I'm on the right side of the car, the passenger side, driver, and I feel a flat tire. I can just feel da-dum, 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 da-dum. And I tell the driver, "Hey, you have a flat." He says, "No, we don't have a flat." And I'm punched down. I can feel it. I'm like, "No, you have no flat. You need to stop." He didn't want to stop in the rain, I guess. So stop the car. He gets out. Sure enough, we have a flat. So he has to go back to the trunk, try to find the spare. This whole ordeal took another 40 minutes or so.
What time? What was that time?
Whew, we're probably somewhere around 1 o'clock now.
From 9 o'clock to 1 o'clock.
Yeah, it's still not even halfway up the hill yet.
Yes.
So, and this is not the best parts of the story. So, the guy gets it fixed, and we head up to Carmen, and then we go into Chocolate Hills, right? So we pull into Chocolate Hills, and I'm tired. I call Bella, Chocolate Hills. She goes, "That's good. You're close now. Can you just get a car that takes you out to St. Augustine? Should be 35 minutes, maybe."
Or get a bus from Carmen.
Right, get a bus. Now, still, this is my, second time in the Philippines, first time in Bohol. I had never traveled there. Of course,
Yes.
I'm with a backpack, so I really
Okay.
don't have much means with me. So, I tell people I can run into the information desk, a cafeteria worker, and the lady at the cafeteria said, "Hey, my husband, he has a car, he can rent you, and then he can take you over there, and you guys can, use it for the day."
So this is on the top of the Chocolate Hills.
This is on top of the Chocolate Hills at the Chocolate Hills Visitor Center.
Okay.
So I said, "Hey, that's great." So her husband pulls up. I tell Bella, "Hey, it's great. They're going to rent us a car." It was like a Ford Kia Squeezo box, micro, tiny.
It's the
Now-
tiniest car.
And I had never met her family, and she. I don't want to jump to the end of the story, but she has more than 2 people in her family. So I figured I got a ride, I got a car. This is great. I'm rolling, right? I'm killing it now.
How much you pay for that? For few hours?
I can't remember. It was 600 pesos.
No, it was like 1,000.
1.6 maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
For a few hours.
So I tell the guy, I said, "Hey, this is the best part." I said, "I need to get to St. Augustine." He goes, I know where that is." He says, "I can take you there." I said, "That's great."
This is the rented car.
Rented car.
Yeah.
The guy came with it, which
Yes.
I didn't. I wasn't
Yeah.
used to that. So he says, "I know where that is. I'll take you there." I call Bella. I'm rolling. I'm going to St. Augustine. Be there 35 minutes, no problem. So we're driving, and I'm looking. It's lush hills, beautiful countryside. The Chocolate Hills are great, and we go. We're about 45 minutes, and I call Bella. I said, "Where's the place?" I said, "We're not there yet." She goes, "Well, do you see this sign? Do you see this school? Do you see that?" I said, I didn't see any of that. So she's, "Let me talk to the driver." So she talks to the driver. The driver took us to another suburb called St. Augustine, probably spelled a little differently.
Same spelling.
Same spelling. So not my fault. But
Saint Augustine is a saint.
Saint, of course. So nonetheless, we are now another 50 minutes in another direction, east or west.
You were going back to the pier.
Heading back toward To Be Gun Pier. Oh,
Yes.
yeah. That's true. So they sorted out and realized,
And what time was that?
wow, we must be at 3 o'clock by now?
No, it was dark, I think.
Not yet. It gets dark later.
Okay.
It was still light.
3 o'clock.
It's 3 or 3:30.
And you?
So we're now en route.
I was angry.
Well, I left that part out of the story. She was very, very, very angry. So anyhow, what we did next was drove the car and headed in that direction. Now it from where we were St. Augustine to her St. Augustine now became another 50 minutes. So we're driving. We finally make it to her poblacion, which is the center of St. Augustine. Call her and say, "Where is it?" Because I had never been, and it's down a really bumpy, turny, wavy country road, which is beautiful left and right, but going down the middle, you got to be careful for the holes and the pits. So we finally make it out to her house, to the homestead, and
What time was that? 7 o'clock?
it was 6:37.
Yeah.
Right? It's half almost. It was dusk. It wasn't completely night yet
Yes.
because we were able to travel after that.
Yeah.
And then Bella looked at the car and she said, we can't fit in that car. And I looked at Bella's family and there's like 5 people sitting there saying hi, welcome. And
The car can only fit like 4.
Yeah, 4. So that's when I was said, wow, this is not the first impression. Trust me, I didn't think we were going to get a second shot. The first impression went very, very bad. So that's most of the story. After that, Bella and her mom and her daughter, we got in the car, went up to Chocolate Hill so they could see it. But my first foray into Bohol went very, very, very bad.
What did you learn?
I learned to follow exactly what Bella was saying. Trust the locals.
Yes.
Just do that.
I gave him the short way, but he went the longest way.
Yeah. So that's it.
So when you have a Filipino wife or girlfriend, follow what she said so you don't get lost and lost a day of your life.
I think any married guy would.
But
need that
I appreciate that you are helping those 2 Japanese.
See, I saved some lives that day.
Yes, but you lose a whole day of your life because in the next morning you're leaving. I like, okay.
Yeah, like I said, for us to get married is a miracle. That's why this is a good video, or I should say a good story for the video. Because it's starting off day 1, didn't look good.
That was the Bohol story of Marco, and there's more to it, guys. So please tune in for more videos to come. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and share this video. Thanks for watching.
Thank
Ciao,
you.
ciao.
Ciao, ciao.